Good morning from a very beautiful day on the Broomalall here. Lovely sun, lovely temperature, just a nice light breeze. That is a big black cloud, but they're but that's all right in Scotland. Got down here a little later than I wanted to today, as happens sometimes when it's just my own thing, because I'm freelance and people don't think, you know, like I do a lot of work. I have my laptop with me today. I'm going to go and I have some proposals I'm working on and things. So the great thing about laptops is you can have a mobile office, which is fab. So and also I'm working through some dance ideas for things, and so this is my mobile studio, as it were. So I came down here, and a friend of mine stopped by, and he was saying, can I dance for some clarity? He's been offered a voluntary redundancy in his very big company. They're threatening to cut 90 jobs, and so he's trying to decide what is the best thing to do. And I think so many people, and I think clarity is something we could all use. I know I could use it myself, so I did have a little dance for that. It's really difficult, and it's interesting because quite positively, I have been offered a residency with the Workroom, which is Independent Centre for Dance, and I think I'm going to start it the week of the 20th, because they actually have provided me a little bit of funding so that I can actually spend an entire week down here, and so I'll be here for full days actually, and I'm going to be asking you people what I would like to do is get some video footage of my dancing, so I'll pass this little camera on to you, or if you want to record it on your phone or whatnot, so that I'd be quite keen to get some volunteers to do that and just spend 5 minutes or something like that and come down, and so that I can then look at that and see what it is that I'm doing, because I don't know, and that would be really useful for me to give me ideas about things. And I was speaking to another one of my friends who works in the building over there, because I thought, well, if I'm going to be down here every day, it'd be good to have someplace indoors that I could go to. But of course, all of these big office blocks are completely off limits to me because of security issues, and that is so tragic. Actually, it's so tragic that it has to be that way. He was saying, he works in the Scottish Government building, and he was saying that he had, you know, in terms of 20 years ago, they had received an incendiary bomb and all the kinds of hoo-ha going on around that, and there's just so much closing down, and I thought to myself, and here I am having my wee dance, and there was a wee girl with her grandfather. She must have been around 3-4 years old, having a wee walk with her grandfather, and she was kind of studying what I was doing. And I thought to myself, there may come a time when this is not allowed. That is a very good possibility with the way things are going in the world. It could, or it could go the other way. I'm hoping it goes the other way. But if it does go the unfortunate way, where, not unlike in America, dance in public places has been forbidden, is outlawed in national parks and monuments, then at least there will be a memory for her somewhere in her distant memory of seeing me dance in an outdoor space, and that will create another reality for her when it might not be possible, and for so many other young people long after I'm gone. And I think that's really important, actually, to create representation and a memory of that. Because I was talking to my neighbor yesterday about young people and the craziness in the world and things like that, and I said that actually I remember in my sociology classes, we have a tendency to look at the unhealthy people in our studies, and we say, you know, well, how can we prevent what unhealthy people are doing, as opposed to saying, well, what is it that healthy people have, which is what social psychologists like Abraham Maslow and who's the other one, the woman who took on his, and there was a woman who took his theory one step further, her name is Carol Gilligan, And what they did was they said, actually, what is it that healthy people all share in common, and how can we strive for that? So rather than going from a theory of lacking, we go from a theory of empowerment. And I really genuinely believe that. And there were loads of studies done into looking at children who had grown up in extreme circumstances, in challenging circumstances, be it in extreme poverty, abuse, violence, but had gone on to live normal lives. Now, these were not people necessarily, you know, having multi-million dollar careers or anything like that, as is mostly our our measure of success, but looked at, you know, in terms of they were living normal, functioning, happy lives. And the single fact, and the only one, was that they had one person in their life who they could say made a difference, who gave them an idea of something else. And for me, that's really important, because I am very conscious of my role in that, in terms of how I live and what I do in presenting another reality that maybe is not mainstream, but necessary and important. And I would say to you as well, that let your life equally be a model that other people can, and young people in particular, not even young people can say, okay, that exists. All right then, if that exists, then it is possible. And something else is possible than what we have right now. And I think it's really important for us to equally cultivate that individually in our lives. And it's challenging. I'm down here. I got quite a few like, you're crazy looks today, which is nice. Like, were you dancing? Why? You, it's sick. You sick person. That's not been very good dancing. But it is, you know, you have to develop very strong, tough skin, but with the heart. You don't lose your heart. I think it's really important. So I'm gonna get on my way. I have lots of stuff I need writing and proposals to work on and job finding. So I hope you have a good one. I'll be back on Monday here. I create a very strict schedule for myself next week. I'm determined. If you have 5 minutes to spare or more, or half an hour or an hour or whatever, you want to come down and help me out and film some of my dancing the week of the 20th, anytime on the weekends as well, do let me know, and I'll start making a kind of schedule up. Otherwise I'll probably just be grabbing people as they pass by. So anyway, have a great day. Bye.